Okay, I just got my box from Crutchfield for a radio that I'm going to be putting into my Ford Escape, my 2005 Ford Escape here. And I decided to get the KD-R860BT from JVC from Crutchfield. So I opened the box here, and I got my stereo in here. Then I've got the mounting hardware pack that Crutchfield provides. Then they sent me the Meta cable, or Metra cable, and I got the removal keys to take the stereo out of the car, the existing factory stereo. Then some screws here, and the Crutchfield catalog. So I've got all the parts I need to get started. I did disconnect the negative terminal for the battery before starting on this. Okay, now I'm back in my car here, and I've put the removal keys in here, and I'm going to attempt to dislodge it, take the old radio out. And what you have to do is push them all the way in, and then pull them to the outside, and the radio should just move right out. So I'm going to give that a try. It's coming out pretty easily. I did that, and now I'm just going to pull the radio out. And there we are. There goes the antenna cable just unplugged from there. And I have the the connector cable there. So I'm going to take that off and move forward. To remove the connector to the radio, all you have to do is depress that little tab that's right on the underside of it, and it'll pull right out. I decided to route the Bluetooth mic from where the stereo is here, behind the dashboard, and up through the A-pillar here. And then I was going to clip it to the right behind, above the rearview mirror up here, and the headliner there. So I just run the wire in the top of the headliner, between the headliner and the glass. Then I'm removing the pillar here, and I discovered that you just put a screwdriver in this little thing and it pops right up, and then the screw is hidden down in the hole there. You can see it in there. So that's how I'll take that off and run the Bluetooth mic up through that one. After removing the bar, the handle there, it pretty much just pops right off, and you can see where the connectors here went in to the holes. There's two of them there, or three of them actually down there. There's another one. And I'm going to put the wire right along with this cable, put a couple zip ties, and then run it under the dash, into the dashboard there, and over to the radio. So that's what I'll do. Then I'll just reassemble it. Okay, here you can see the installed mic right above the rearview mirror, and I've got it hidden all along here underneath. I just tucked it in underneath the headliner, and I've reinstalled the pillar cover there, and you can see I've got the down there, got the cable sitting here, so I'm going to run it up underneath the dashboard into the compartment here and put it with the rest of the wires. Okay, I'm now connecting the adapter unit. This one's the one that goes into the new radio, and here's the adapter unit that connects it to the car's existing stereo input. So I'm using these connectors. They are nylon butt connectors, and you just push one side of the stripped wire into one end and then crimp it. I've got my crimping tool here that I'm using, and then you put the other side into the butt connector here. And once you get that inside there, you just crimp it. Nice and tight. And I've got a nice connection there. Won't come loose. Okay, so now I've got the wiring harness all connected. And I took the unit, the mounting bracket that will adapt this single DIN stereo to a double DIN output or box in my dashboard. And I decided to put the storage container on the bottom. It could have been either on the top or the bottom, but I'm going to do it on the bottom. It says to break off these two connectors. They're not needed. Just looking at the instructions here. Over here, it has for my Ford Escape. Here, it says to break these two off. Alright, these two connectors here. So I'm going to take those two off. I took this sleeve from the stereo here, and I took the sleeve from the stereo on the outside of the stereo and slipped it into the unit here, mounting bracket. Then it said to bend these clips. So I bent these clips out here and here and pushed these down a little bit on the inside to hold it securely to this bracket so it won't wobble while it's installed in the car. So I'm going to go ahead and slide the unit into the mounting bracket here. So it had a nice sounding click there. So now got it all installed. It's very firmly in there. So I think I'm ready to plug it into the car. One last step before installing it in the car was, I didn't show you, was putting the little rail, this bracket that goes onto the rail that secures the back of the stereo. And I went ahead and installed it right here. And it has a little rail part here that goes onto the rail inside the dashboard. Okay, so I've got my dashboard all, or my radio all set up here. Then over here I have the antenna hookup right here. Then right here is the mic that I installed earlier, mic connector. Then I have the car connector that connects to the new connector, that adapter that I put and spliced into the back of the stereo. Then right here is the slide that last bracket that I installed in, where it slides right into that. So now we're going to go forward with putting the stereo in. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and connect the antenna cable. There we go. Make sure it's in there nice and snug. There we go. And then the mic. Put the mic on there. There we go. So we'll plug the mic in here, right into this part. There we go. These two were for things I didn't need: power antenna and steering wheel controls. So those two I didn't strip, so they're just in there. And I'm going to connect the wire connector here. That. There we go. That's all connected. Then it's going to feed all that inside. And then remember the rail. I'm going to get that into there. Just slides right in on that rail. Okay. Just kind of pushing it in. One more side to snap in. There we go. Okay. So that's all installed in there. Looks pretty clean. Nice. Fits very nicely into the dashboard, and the black color matches the trim of my dashboard. So now I'm going to go ahead and plug the battery cable back on and then give it a try. Okay, I've got the battery cable all connected, and I'm going to go ahead and test this and see how we did. Well, we got lights coming on. FM, and I can see it picks up the station named the Hawk, and there's the ID3. This is apparently Paranoid by Black Sabbath, so I guess that's a good way to start off. But anyway, it looks like it was a successful install, and now we'll just have to play with all the settings and test out the Bluetooth and learn how to do all that with my new stereo. Now my 2005 Ford Escape is upgraded to having an auxiliary input, and it also has the connector here for USB, and it has iHeartRadio built in, and Pandora, and WMA, MP3, Wave, AAC compatible. It's got Bluetooth. So it really upgrades my car, and I have hands-free Bluetooth iPhone with my speaker up here, or my microphone, and I can listen to it through the speakers if everything works right, which I think it will. So pretty happy with it so far. I picked this up at Crutchfield. It was $99. It was $99 with no, it was $109, and that included the mounting hardware and the wiring harness and the instructions and shipping. So that wasn't too bad. I'm pretty happy with it. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video and that this helps some of you out. Thank you very much.